Greetings! I'm Liz.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together! So we are starting Chapter 2, Master of Disguise, on Julian's route, and we've just made him look like Asra while he's drunk off his butt!
Like, wow.
He is staggeringly drunk.
He makes a donkey very jealous, I have to say.
Donkey! He makes people just like... wish they could get as drunk as he is before passing out. Like,
no kidding. I'm also like, we're just going with this. Like, this took no argument, this took no discussion, this took no questions of basically about the logistics, how to handle this, what do we have an exit plan if something goes wrong?
This is it. The whole plan is get him into the palace and try and jog his memory. Like, it is thin as paper.
Well, like I said, I think we're going to go more hijinky, so this is going to get messed up.
Let's give it a shot. It feels less weighty and dangerous than what we've done before, so that's good. Julian dedicates the entire journey back to the palace to practicing his Asra impression. You mean he doesn't dedicate it to sobering up and not vomiting everywhere and trying not to smell like he's a walking booze bottle?
I feel like some people forget, and it's one thing that I feel that is unfortunately misunderstood, that if you're drinking anything that has this massively high alcohol content, you're screwed. Like, I have been annoyed for years at basically, so... anybody who's like, yes, and now we're going to have 6 wine bottles, we had 3 margaritas and whatever else, and I'm like, I understand these are beers, but, so when you go to a beer then, what you've got is much heavier, weightier, food, basically, laden things. So he's been downing stouts, basically, and if anybody's ever had a stout in the audience, they are so heavy, like... it's very difficult in some ways, I feel, to actually, like, get solidly drunk, because you get full before you ever get drunk, because
it sounded like he was adding shots of something else.
Maybe?
So, we also don't know the alcohol content of these fictional, sort of brews.
But people used to drink them as basically a substitute for food, because they were so heavy and basically, like,
and
food
rich
content. Yeah.
Anyway, so, but the thing is
I'm like, you should be just, like, sick, because your stomach is so, like, pained.
Right? But also, we're dragging you on a long-ass walk while you are staggeringly drunk, and you're trying to work on your Asra impression rather than 1, trying to sober up, and 2, not vomit everywhere, and 3, again, you smell like butt. You smell like booze. You smell like sick. You smell like sweat. You haven't cleaned yourself or taken care of yourself at all. You would not pass for Asra in the slightest. That's okay. We just dunked Asra in a tankard and didn't wash him for 2 days. It's fine.
That'd be fine.
This is totally him. Believe me.
This is normal.
Wink, wink. This is him. Whether he knows it or not, his pace is relentlessly quick while he's stumbling everywhere. Portia and I I'm gonna take long striding steps to fall on my face.
Watch my ass. It's beautiful.
Portia and I are dripping sweat when we reach the bridge. Well, maybe that's how it works.
We got there in half a day.
Maybe it was super goddamn early because we were in our morning routine when she came and got us.
Maybe.
And he'd been drinking all night. So he also didn't sleep. I don't know.
How do you suppose he'd be feeling this moment? I think he's sobered up. Like, unless this game is really going to insist...
he's gotta be sober.
He's gotta be sober. So if you know anything about being drunk, actually working out, or doing heavy, intense amounts of exercise, it actually will help you sober up really quickly. How do you suppose he'd be feeling at this moment? Like a lamb entering a den of wolves?
No, that'd be you.
Or maybe a wolf entering the den of vipers.
Or maybe he'd just feel professional going to consult someone who hired his apprentice.
Vipers, he wouldn't mind. He and Faust would fit right in. I mean, Faust is a constrictor.
Vipers and constrictors are very
different critters.
So I have owned a snake in my past. It was one of my little childhood pets. And constrictors are very, very different than vipers.
They're very sweet.
They're very sweet.
Depending on the type.
In general, if they are a pet snake that has been handled to be a pet snake, they're never going to bite you, they're never going to hassle you, they're just going to scoot all around you and be lovely and flick their little tongue at you.
Unless basically you hassle them. Like, I did have a black rat snake that was very nippy. Yeah.
Very nippy, but that black rat snake hadn't been socialized before you'd gotten it.
It was also very young. Like a very young snake.
See, mine was not an itty-bitty baby when I got it. Anyways, Marble screeches under his heel as Julian stops abruptly. His face, Astra's, turns to me, tight with pain.
I got to poop.
Oh, God. Where are we that Marble is under our feet? Are we outside the gates? What are we? Faust! Yeah.
Oh, good connection. And we didn't think about it either, and we're the one who's... God damn it.
Yeah, he goes with him almost... Faust goes with him almost everywhere.
Yeah. That's the snake's name, isn't it?
I nod slowly. His brow pinches, and he rubs at his temples in irritation.
I remember that snake. She nearly squeezed the life out of me once.
Still affirming.
Was it like you guys were in bed and like Faust was like, I love
to date Asra? This could have been during the breakup. My snake tried to kill you. You tried to kill my snake. We broke up.
That's fine.
He turns away. He's been acting like this ever since we left the bar. Like what?
Like
Confused? He's been acting confused?
Like confusion? Like I don't
Keeping
understand.
a careful distance maintained between us, but sending constant searching glances my way. Screeching glances. Screeching glances.
His eyebrows lift off his face and goes, and then they suck back in.
Okay, so dyslexia is a trip, I'll just tell you. As if I'm the one who's so hard to understand.
Yay,
at least he's sobered up.
Yep, okay.
Well, at least we acknowledge that and going, you really walked him all this way while he was drunk? You marched him in a disguise to sober him up?
So, it's safe to say he would be surprised. When he's surprised, is he more of a... this?
I love it.
Oh my god, are we gonna have some really goofy face here in about 2 seconds?
Horrible.
Or more like this? More like... That's you.
Yeah, more like that. The second one.
Hey, Ilya, I know this is gonna be a challenge, but try not to talk too much, okay? Like, your
have-
damn accent is just giving
You
you
have a
away.
real damn wrong accent.
Oh, no, not really, not. Asra doesn't talk much.
Also, you sound dramatically different.
Believe me, it's hard to maintain such an aura of mystery once you open your mouth.
He is made of mystery. See, he's bitter. He's totally
He's
like,
kind of a-
even when we were together, he would never tell me anything.
Maybe he was just quiet around you.
No,
Not in bed.
I can tell you, as his apprentice, he doesn't talk much and doesn't tell me anything.
You've got a real bad habit of talking for everyone here, Ilyushka.
Ilyushka.
Ilyushka. Yeah, it's Ilyushka.
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 We reach the looming threshold. Portia takes a deep breath and holds in her chest, tutting her shoulders. We see the guards standing at the gate, the only two guards.
Hello.
And thrusts her arms against the great doors, which part and close behind us with a sound
The
like
guards
grinding
literally
stones.
are like, hold on, I'm picking my nose. What?
It's like, hold on. We didn't go to the gate. We went to the castle door. What happened to the gate? Where are the guards at the gate? And again, no one cares that I was missing for 2 days.
It's fine, we're going to Disneyland. Stop ruining the ride. Disneyland!
I would have said the
Disneyland!
Disney princess. It's fine.
That's weird. Where is everybody?
Oh, so did we notice the guards weren't there? We seem to be in luck. The hallway is unusually sparse, even though it always looks like
You've
that.
never
Then Julian.
been there for that long!
Julian remains alert at my side. Are we not going to comment on the fact that there was no one outdoors? That the guards were not there?
So, where can I take you first, oh great magicians?
You need to take us upstairs to the forbidden area.
A bedroom, of course.
Aye, because we need a bedroom, the two of us. You just drop us off there, we'll be fine.
I thought he was inviting his sister, honestly, and I'm going, whoo!
Where can I take the two of you? To the bedroom?
Yes, but she'd have to go with us. Take us there.
That's fair.
Bring us to the room where the dark deed was done.
That surprise face. He's like, I'll put on the surprise face. This is Astra's surprise. Pikachu face.
Asra,
Oh, the dogs are not on their step. Nowhere to be found when we ascend the staircase to Count Lucio's wing. So maybe everyone is actually out in a search party looking for us and we just think they don't care and that's why the castle's empty. Also, like, this is weird as hell.
This is super strange. It's fine.
There are sounds echoing up and down the hall as Portia leads us to his room. Julian seems unsettled. Julian as Asra seems unsettled. However, also, like, we're going to walk into this room and everyone's going to be there holding a seance. They're all going to turn and look at you. Asra being in the middle of it going, I was trying to figure out what happened, and now there's another Asra at the door.
Hi.
It's Scooby-Doo.
Did you say that no one ever comes to these rooms anymore?
Except for me when I came up here a few days ago.
No, I'm kidding. No, not ever. Not in the years I've ever been here. Nobody. They don't have to. And if they don't have to, and when they do, let's just say there are a lot of stories floating around downstairs. People have heard things, seen things.
So you're saying we literally just locked off, like casually ignored an entire wing of the castle while we ostensibly are investigating this thing?
Yeah,
So
clearly.
everybody's negligent? We reach the door as a ghostly moan floats through the rafters, making Julian bristle from head to toe. He turns into a hedgehog. Portia tentatively turns the handle and finds
he's a chili dog.
and finds it already unlocked. Cautiously, she leans on it. When a crash shakes the room from inside and the door swings open, someone, oh no.
Oh no! Yes!
The outside is silent and undisturbed. Something was propped against the door, keeping it closed, and they've remade and cleaned up this entire room. The room is full of activity. Servants are scrubbing the surfaces, caked in many years of grime. Wide, sweeping streaks of ash climb the wall behind the heavy canopy bed. Standing beside the bed, eyes wide, is the Countess, who looks from Portia to me. Julian, Asra, as Asra, with a flash of recognition. Portia, there you are. Hello, Ned. At last, we are tending to the ruins of this room. There have been a number of curious accidents. Who is this?
I am the magician Asra, here to help my apprentice help you, Countess. How do I not have an accent? I don't know.
As Nadia steps closer, I feel a cold tremor run down Julian's spine. How do I feel that? Am I touching his back? I just put my hand on your back. This is my master that I won't speak for, but it's fine. Asra, at last, we meet. Oh good, he's not here.
Oh, God. Yes, I'd have offered my help earlier, you see. But I was on the quest to open my third ear.
Oh God, just don't keep trying, you poor thing. No, I simply thought we might have met before. You are indeed a stranger to me. Or my eyes deceive me, it is terribly dim. Perhaps if that lamp was lit. We follow her elegant finger to a cobwebbed sconce up on the dusty wall, too high to reach without magic.
Okay, is Asra actually here and what she's doing is playing a test of going...
Can you do magic? This is very awkward.
This is also going, if Asra is actually here, she's like, you shouldn't be in here. Where did you come from?
If you're you're on the other side of this room. Excuse me, help me out here.
Uh-huh.
At the corner of my eye, Julian's throat bobs as he swallows hard. Zap the lamp. Zap the lamp! I don't even know.
Lamp? What lamp?
That lamp! Discreetly, I prod Julian's arm. He gives a flourish as I send a bolt of fiery intention towards the lamp. The light bursts to life with a snap, showering sparks on the portrait under the sconce. The Count's portrait. Well, oh my. As the sparks start to smoke, Portia snatches the ladder from nearby and rushes past us to take care of it.
Also, why would it not be treated? Anyway, I'm fine.
Yeah, I was going to say, it shouldn't be able to catch fire at all. The wood should be heavily treated, and also sparks have a very hard time lighting a fire without consistent fuel. Like smoldering, like a smoldering cigarette is very, very different because it's constant, continual heat. Sparks go out quickly.
Oh, yeah. It's fine, milady, I got it.
Scrambling up the ladder, she beats the embers away from the portrait's face. Not on the frame, with a rag. But she doesn't see the shape forming in the dustiest corner. I happen to glance over on a whim. It looks like white smoke, gathering into a vague standing form. My clutching fingers find Julian's arm.
It's the goat!
He doesn't turn in time to see the flash of movement, as the white shape darts across the room to ram the ladder. Oh, are we going to get Portia hurt? Oh, my heavens! Portia! Knocked off balance, the ladder comes crashing down, taking Portia with it. And into the Countess's waiting arms. They did used to date.
Or they would like to date. So quickly! It was a feat of amazing foresight, Countess. Almost as if you saw the future. You may have abilities in magic.
So you can be quiet when we're around you, but now you have to blabber because you're nervous.
You dingus.
Setting Portia gently on the ground, Nadia gives Julian a curious look. I wonder, perhaps when I am through here, I shall join you both investigating.
In the library? Investigating the library?
Ah, yes. A perfect place to start. I believe you keep the keys, Portia.
Yes, follow me. I'm also not going to thank you, apparently.
Nope, not going to even acknowledge the fact that you caught me. At all.
At all.
Portia's eyes glitter as she leads us out of the room. Julian loses the fine control of his Asra facade, letting a grin of delight slip by, too much like him to pass for anyone else. Maybe, except for no one's looking at him, but why is he delighted that they're going to the library? About what?
That he got away with it, basically. Also,
Maybe?
I'm like, you seem, definitely not to be reacting at all to your sister having fallen. There's some weird crap going on here. This doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, like I'm having a hard time getting a hold on his character at all.
Uh-huh.
When we go to the library, my magic hangs on to its last gasp, while the lock returns to their place behind us. What?
What?
You mean like you're lighting the... Oh, no, like his illusion.
Oh, okay. Maybe, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Maybe? We should have chose the other option so we didn't use up so much magic. Why was there a timer? When we get to the library, okay, so we could just send him away. Or he could say he needs to go
and then
away.
his goes away, yep.
Yep. And then Julian's glamour drops like sheer fabric, slipping from his head to his toes.
Well, that could have gone worse.
You mean because Nadia's not standing there looking at you because she went with you to the library? Did she not just
No,
say...
she said, I will enjoy you later. Perhaps I will join you in investigating the library. She's like, oh, you have the keys. I think it was basically she'll join you later.
It solidly sounded like perhaps I could join you in the investigation. Yes, in the library! Okay, so we'll go to the library. Like, I got it right now.
I don't know, it's fine.
Ah.
It could be a mess. I may not know magic, but there's definitely something going on here. Something beyond my knowledge. Really? Everything seems to be beyond your knowledge, honey. We know that. You're not surprising anyone. Come on.
It's true.
Luckily for us, we're at the library. Let's see what we can learn.
You want to go look at your own desk and see if you remember that? We slip through the stacks, Julian's eyes scanning quickly, roaming over the titles as his fingers flutter on the spines.
Why wouldn't you go frickin' look at your desk?
I follow, my curiosity piqued by the path he's taking. I was going to lead him to his desk, but... What's Portia doing? It seems he'll find his way there on his own. Along the way, he plucks about a dozen books from the shelves. Okay.
We're not here to sightsee.
Also, where's Portia?
One of these books, and I kept going back to the same old. Just around that corner. I had the desk. It's coming back to me. It's close. The back of my mind. I can just taste it.
When his gaze finally falls on me again, I must not look impressed. He casts a bashful gaze to the ground. What?
Huh? What?
When he finally looks at me, I must not look impressed? Impressed that he's starting to remember? Impressed that he remembers books? Impressed about what?
What are we talking about? This seems very confusing.
I don't understand.
I'm fine, whatever. You're mad at me.
Why
would we be mad at him?
I mean... Also, where's Portia in all this? Did she just let us in and walk away?
Huh?
Like I just locked you into the library and ran away. Bye! I don't...
Huh?
I'm not mad at him, but I don't feel like it would be like I'm not mad. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm not mad at you. He sighs, looking past me.
You're not, huh?
I mean, I think you were panicked, but that doesn't mean I have to be angry at you.
Yeah, there's no reason to. Like, that seems very silly. You know, they do say there's such a thing as being too forgiving.
There might be, but I have very few dialogue options, so you gotta help me out here.
You gotta support me, bro.
You'd rather I punish you. I know, but I don't want to. You just panicked. It's not like we had a well-conceived plan or practiced anything.
I know, it's like, you know what, honey? If anything, I should probably be mad mostly at myself and possibly Portia because you're a disaster.
And since we came up with this idea together and she didn't show any objections, I just assumed... I can see that you've been punishing yourself enough. Fair. He doesn't need to be punished anymore. Suddenly, his eye grows wide and his breath catches. He shuffles quickly past me toward the desk. It's cluttered and unassuming. Look at this part of the library where there is no desk. Do you see it?
It's my favorite.
Very much like I had left it, but not exactly. It's been touched.
There it is. That's my desk.
Julian seems to forget me as he starts tearing through the desk in pursuit of something. The papers that he tosses haphazardly aside are meticulous drawings and logs. While he mutters to himself, I pluck one of them out of the air, studying the intricate image.
A brain.
A beetle.
Oh.
That's strange. I'm so engrossed in his drawing that it takes me a moment to notice when he goes still. That, like, the music has gotten super sinister at this point.
Like,
so have the sound effects. Like, damn. A tremble runs through his arm, and in his hand is an oily metal key with a red stone in the eye. Okay?
Aha! This is it. This is what was calling to me. Whoa, and the music just immediately changes
Now
back.
it's back to the good stuff.
Don't ask me how I know, but I know. It's not any of these old scrawlings, it's this.
He tosses the key in the air, snatching it on the way down and pocketing it with a scheming gleam in his eye. Okay? I'm only half surprised when he grasps me by the shoulders and pins me with an adoring grin.
Pins you
What?
where? You're like holding in place, pin against a like a pin is a specific action against something else.
Did he
like
shove me
pin
against
himself?
the desk? Did he pin me against him? Did he put me into a bookshelf?
What's going on? One step closer. If it wasn't for you doing that, I'd still be two behind.
Except for you were completely unwilling to do this, and you already said you'd done all of this. You'd investigated, thought of, and tried everything. Ha! He sweeps me victoriously into his arms. So he pins me and then sweeps me into his arms, stopping when his nose is an inch from mine.
I just kissed you because I'm so elated.
That's fine. You can totally
At least
spin me
you're not
around
having-
because you're excited.
Yeah, really.
But also, we should not be wasting time.
No.
We hear a cacophonous screech
Oh,
from
no,
the
is it
window.
the frickin'
It's the
parrot?
It's the parrot. Julian yanks me down. I'm rushed to the nearest corner, pinned by quivering arms, watching his throat bob as he watches the window. Why am I always staring at his throat or his mouth?
No kidding.
Like, I almost never look him in the eye. He takes a slow, deep breath and flushes when his chest
How
presses
do you
against
see?
mine.
He's huge. You're like, boink, I can see your face. As you lean over me, looking over the window. How the crap do you see? Hey, just a bird. Sorry.
His gaze trails down, observing all the places we touch. Biting his lip, he groans at the back of his throat. God, he really does have a sexual response to stress and anxiety.
He really
like,
does.
super. For him, the more stressed out and anxious I am, the more I'm like, come here, nerd. Damn, you look really hot under all this stress.
Oh, I love stress. It's the only way I get going.
Dressed in anxiety and angst, you look sexy as
I
hell.
clearly need to be in the next Shrek movie. Anyway, fine.
Clearly.
But everything... Sorry.
And then it's suddenly gone.
I know! I'm like, the flip is wild.
Oh. He lets his head drop, looking askance, as if he can't bear to face me. Well, he was kind of a jerk to you, and also we had no dialogue options to interact, so I got nothing.
I don't know what I was thinking. Rejecting you like I did. Temporary madness.
Well, you see, you thought that you were the only person in the world who could ever figure anything out, and since you hadn't figured
The
it
only
out,
person who has ideas.
and since you couldn't figure it out, you assumed that was the end of it all, and you were trying to protect me based on that flawed and limited logic. You're fine.
It perhaps goes without saying I find you very, very attractive.
And you're going to say this right here in the library, which
With
is
your
immediate...
sister around?
With your sister, who should be here because she went with us?
Where's Portia?
Except because she had to unlock the door. What did she do? Let us in and close us? Here, I'll give you that room you asked for.
Goodbye!
Like, why? Is she standing guard to make sure she can distract anyone who tries to get in the library? Does she know the spell was wearing off? What was our plan after this? Additionally, if we waste time in here, we're going to get found out and not actually succeed in investigating whatever
like,
he's figured out.
Why are we doing this? Whether I'm destined to hang or not, by some miracle, you see something attractive in me too.
Or I just want to help you?
Oh, to what end? I pace, I drink, I tear my hair out, and still I don't know what to do. Oh my god!
I mean, you're drawn...
We're not able to freaking talk to you at all, and as I'm interrupting going, you don't have to know what to do. All of us can come up with ideas together.
In fact, I don't know what to do by myself, so we're working together. But I was going to say, well, you're drawn pretty fetchingly, so there's that.
Right?
I don't know. You see something in it? Yeah, but you also seem like you need help. I seem like I want to help you more than I want to date you.
No kidding. Nard, what do you want me to do?
I would like you
to freaking empower yourself and take care of yourself and stop degrading yourself like damn.
I'd also like you to get out of here while we all figure this out and decide what to do, because there are clearly
This is a dumb time and place to ask, honestly.
This is a dumb time and place to have this conversation. Additionally, you are not the only one who knows anything about this unless you were completely alone with the Count during the entire affair, start to end. No servants, no anything, no nothing. Otherwise, somebody else would know something.
Something?
He finally looks at me properly, fiery passion gleaming in his single red-rimmed eye.
Red?
You mean sad? Sadness and passion? Because he's about to cry?
Red?
Oh, God.
Kiss me, you fool!
I don't want to choose either of those things. One of them is either a full-on total shutdown, and the other one is,
neither of them are engaging. Yeah,
I'd love to make out with you. Neither of them go, hey, you're talking to me. Let's talk about this more. What about that key? What is it? What'd you figure out? You're right. We can do this together.
Or also, again, what I want you to do is to take care of yourself, and also we should be having a different conversation somewhere else. What is the thing about the key? I don't want to...
Also, be quiet. This is a library, not be quiet. We're in the Countess's castle? Like, not be quiet, we're doing espionage. Not be quiet, you might be heard or caught.
I mean, like, look, I really want to have this
library.
conversation with you that you seem to be implying, but I don't actually know what conversation we're having. So can we put this on the shelf for right now? Because we're going to get you killed.
Like, that's it. Like, this is a library sounds so outside of the rest of the story. Why the hell would it matter if this is a library? What matters is that the people in this castle are trying to kill him. Yep, because what I'm going to say is, you can't do that here. It's the wrong room for it. As if that's
It's the case
what
in
matters.
the wrong room, Gromit.
So I'm going to say be quiet, this is a library, like a jackass.
No, go for the paid option.
Go for the paid option?
We've sunk this far. Unless you really want to do
to.
be quiet, this is a library.
Neither of them make any sense.
They don't.
Also, we don't speak like Kiss Me You Fool. That's not our language.
I know.
That doesn't sound like writing our character. That sounds like, this sounds like a clever line of dialogue. Let's do it. So, I am sort of more torn here and frustrated.
It's fine. You sound like you want to do be quiet. This is
I
a
don't
library.
really want to. I'm just going to do Kiss Me. Why do we have to say Kiss Me You Fool? That's so tried.
It really is, and also considering the amount of stress and anxiety and everything else that's going on, this seems
Are we
inappropriate.
also stupid? Are we also not caring about his safety? Are we not thinking about the bigger picture at all? Also, again, where is Portia? Did she just get written out of this scene? Like,
I don't
You
know.
could have easily said she lets us in and stays outside the door. Like, it would have been really easy to handle that, because she clearly came down here with us with the keys to let us in.
Yeah.
Like, we can't even argue we left her behind with the Countess at all. She had to let us in, because the library's always locked unless she's opened the door, for some reason.
I'm also just waiting for us to get interrupted, but I know these scenes are never going to get interrupted, so it's fine.
I want to ask about the key is what I want to do.
And you move.
Seem like you need something, and affection might help you? I didn't insist, I just demanded, I guess.
That's that insistence.
Okay, he's not
What,
even
I'm
like gentle with us at all. It's just, I will just smash my face into yours.
I'm
Okay.
also like, again, I can't figure out the tone of this. It jumps around wildly.
I'm soft, I'm intense, I am desperate. I feel like I'm gonna be softly romantic to you. I am starving and going to eat you like a wolf. Like, what's going on?
I'm hungry like the wolf.
Oh, God.
Sings Julian down the hall, shrieking. So I've always had problems with that phrase because it works over, so your mouth doesn't even do anything. You just kind of go, nom nom nom.
He's basically giving your face a massage with his, and you're just passively receiving
He's
it.
done. He's turned into a Pac-Man on your face, going nom 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 nom.
I mean, it's like working over someone's muscles, you know, when you're giving them a back rub. They're passive to this experience. I wait for it to end. Aren't we hunched down in a corner?
I know.
I should be pretty close to the floor at this point. Like, I should be okay.
But dude, my head just touched the tile. How much further do you want to go?
I have been
Julian,
dipped.
yes.
Him on his knees, having leaned me over into a dip where I was splayed out half an inch above the floor. Oh, is this what we're doing? I see.
Wow, our timing's really gonna look really silly
You're
when somebody goes to the door.
my head with his elbow because my head's 2 inches off the floor. It's fine.
Uh-huh. All of his fingers are like under here at the nape of your neck, and you're like, you're trying to kill me again.
You're digging into my hair, my dude. I hope I wear my hair loose. Today I wore it loose. We're back.
Hey!
I didn't put it up before, you know, Portia drive me out of the house.
Apparently.
I know this is supposed to be cute, but again, I'm just like, how did we get here? What is the tone of this? What's going on? I feel like we're going to ruin this game, and for the next 6 episodes, it's going to be Liza's kind of going, what's going on? How did we get here? Hi, I'm so
And now-
confused.
We continue with more of, what the hell are we doing?
With more of hashtag confusion. Because I can't tell that he's excited. Because I can't tell that he's stressed. I don't know.
He's like, you twit! Why are you trying to make me feel better? I was trying to enact my desires upon you after you told me to.
I was trying to bury myself in lust and carnal pleasures. And you're like, I will gently stroke at you and soothe you. You are the good boy.
Like grab pet head.
I will pet you gently. Pet, pet, it's fine.
I'll pet your side.
Really?
Huh? What would
Huh?
you regret?
No, but like, suddenly, no passion, no kissing, no interest, no arousal, nothing. He's just philosophical. He's waxed. So I have pet you. You wax completely philosophical. The mood is shifted from left to right. You bark with laughter? Speak!
Bitch!
I just like a dog. Speak! Oh, sorry. I have a collar. I don't know what I'm wearing, so maybe I do. Thank you, because it really isn't.
I want to kill this character. It's fine. He apparently wants to kill himself, so I won't be too far behind him. Really be extremely forward when we've literally had very little build up to this, and I still am wondering whether or not I'm seeing Asra in you or seeing you. But it's okay.
You really think that, you know, the library is the appropriate place?
When we're in
the castle?
I understand that this sort of thing is like written as really hot, you know, woo, scandalous sort of thing. And I'm like, I'm not feeling this because we've had so much build up to how like unhappy he is and how much he's basically trying to kill himself and whatever else. I'm like, this is not the time and place. Like, I do not feel this with this character in this scenario at all.
We're trying to clear his name and potentially catch another murderer, and he's like, I'm so disconnected from this that I just want to bury myself in hormones, which is fine, but we should be more together than that. We shouldn't be responding to that. We should be trying to help him if we're going to be the head of reason.
Especially if you want to actually do that and then also not be worried about what's going to happen when I wake up from it.
But I might die before I could have sex with you, and that would be worse. Yeah, but you might not die if you don't have sex with me right here. What?
You're guaranteed more. You actually have more of a guarantee that you will live if we don't bone an inch off the floor.
In the middle of the library. There's a bone in the library.
There's people boning in the library. Oh my God, Jane! There's somebody boning in the middle of the library.
Can I save his life? Can we stop doing this? Can we do something reasonable? Can I ask you about the key? Anything?
What are the chances of it? What are the really supposed to be titillating because it is supposed to be a high intense situation where it is actually really dangerous. Really? I'm like, I don't feel this at all.
This sounds terrible that we go, but it's hot because his life is in danger. I feel like what the author is missing here, or what you're supposed to forget about here, is that his life is literally in danger. And going, if I'm a player playing this game, since I haven't been able to become the character because I don't know enough about who they are, I'm going to be here going, why would I care about having sex with you rather than saving your life? And if I tried harder to save your life and we didn't get to bone, maybe that's worth it, you know?
Like you would still be alive in the world.
Or even if ultimately you died, I would have put more effort into trying to save you rather than going, you know what, YOLO, my dude.
Well, and also at the same time too, going like, hey, by the way, like, you are worth that. You are a person who is worthy of living.
Yes.
Like, you are a person. Like, blah, blah, blah. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, God. I do, because they'll know!
Okay.
Crack! He breaks his head open on his desk.
I crack my kneecap on the marble floor. How?
Also, though he has such big legs, wouldn't you be like, I'm dangling?
Well, we're down on the floor, remember?
Oh.
So we're okay. We're not standing. We're down on the freaking floor.
I mean, but he could still have like his legs pulled up. So I mean, like you're on his knee.
Maybe.
And going,
we're kind of balancing up on his lap. Thank God. Is it Portia?
Ah, milady. Finished not so soon. That's a surprise.
So we did leave her as a guard at the door and we never mentioned it?
Oh, thanks. I love it.
Nadia's low, dulcet tone replies, indecipherable, but her voice is enough to snap Julian to attention. Sorry, no time for boners. I actually decided I don't want to die. In a flash, he takes my wrist and rushes me into the shadows. That's not going to work. You kidding? You know what? We know a way out of the library because, you know, we can leave. It's fine. We'll just keep going.
Wait. We could pause here.
Oh, is that it?
You nerd.
Oh, well, we're only at 34 minutes.
It's fine.
Okay.
I don't think so. So you know what? This has been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you.
Bye!